nigga forfeit. Yeah, cause I'm the realest. Hey, niggas talking short shit. Nah, I need $1 million.
Big stepper, yeah, bitch, I be steppin'. Coolin' kit with the flip switch, bitch, that's the weapon. No drama.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access.
This legend bring them sounds in one time.
I'm hard, and we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And today's subject is the New York Giants bring in some veteran corner help with a familiar face in Adoree Jackson. They signed Adoree Jackson today to come in and help this secondary out tremendously. Very good signing by Joe Schoen. I do appreciate him going out there and solidifying the secondary with Adoree Jackson. Now, am I saying Adoree Jackson is going to come in and be Deion Sanders? No, but he can come in and be a very, very good veteran corner to help out this secondary here with the New York Giants. I mean, it's going to help out this secondary tremendously because we need some veteran leadership in this secondary. We have Deonte Banks is only in his second year. Drew Phillips, who's a rookie. Cordell Flott, who's in his third year, but he's still very young. Nick McLeod has never been a starting cornerback in the league, so that helps him out tremendously. And we don't have to put one of those guys out there at the cornerback 2 position. Now, will Adoree Jackson come in and start from week 1? I don't know. He may take a couple of weeks to get back into football shape, and he can come in and man that cornerback 2 position to help out Deonte Banks against some of these monster receivers that we play, like DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Terry McLaurin, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. You know, we face some monsters this year, man, and it is not going to be easy. Chris Olave with the Saints, you know, Drake London over there with the Falcons, you know, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith with the Eagles. We face receivers constantly throughout the full NFL season this year, and we're going to need the secondary help to contend with these guys, especially if the pass rush is not getting home as much as we think it should with the front 4. Now, if we could get front 4 pressure and have Adoree Jackson and Deonte Banks, and that helps out Tyler Nubin to be able to roam the field. It helps Pinnock to be able to go in the box and play box safety at times like he's very good at. It helps out Drew Phillips because he's a rookie out there in the slot, and it helps out Isaiah Simmons, who also will be a slot corner. So the signing of Adoree Jackson was very much needed. I know there's the reports of Joe Schoen saying that, hey, he was comfortable with our secondary. And obviously, we all knew, if you're a Giants fan and you looked at this Giants team play during the preseason and play during practice sessions, that we needed some help. Cordell Flott, even though he's in his third year, He needs some help out there, man. I don't believe that he was ready to man that cornerback position, and Nick McLeod showing that he wasn't ready to man that cornerback position either. So we had a lot of work to do, and let's be honest, man. It was kind of scary going into the season. Now, does Adoree Jackson fix everything? No, but it takes a lot of the pressure off those young guys from having to go out there and perform at a high level, because they're not ready yet. You know, Adoree Jackson is a veteran. He has some familiarity with this Tennessee Titans defense with Shane Bowen. Shane Bowen was a defensive assistant out there when Adoree Jackson was playing with the Titans, so he has a little bit of familiarity with the system. And Adoree Jackson, he brings very, very good play in zone and man coverage. So if we have to put Adoree Jackson on the island, I trust him more than Cordell Flott or Nick McLeod or anybody else that we have out there. There's been another sign at the cornerback position. We did sign Duke Shelley as well. Yeah, this signing right here, man, we needed this to the utmost degree because I did not trust Flott and McLeod to go out there and play that cornerback 2 position unless we were just getting pressure after pressure after pressure with the front four to where we could put 7 in coverage. And to be honest, I couldn't trust Cordell Flott in zone coverage. I couldn't trust Cordell Flott in man coverage. For one, in man coverage, he's not strong enough to go up there and put hands on people and alter their routes and knock them off their kilter to stop the receiver from doing what he wants to do in man coverage out there on the island. And Nick McLeod is showing that he couldn't do it as well. And now Nick McLeod in zone cloud coverage like cover 3 and like cover 2, I do trust him in that ability, but I can't even trust Cordell Flott in cover 3 or zone. And that's unfortunate. But because he's been in the league 3 years, but he's still so very young. I think he's still only 22 to 23 years old. I think he came in the league when he was 20. So he's 23 years old. He's still learning, even though he's in the 3rd year of his contract. And you just couldn't put him out there and trust that he will man down that cornerback 2 position. Could you trust him going against a T. Higgins? Could you trust him going against a Tyler Lockett? Could you trust him going against a Jordan Addison? Could you trust him going against a Drake London over there with the Falcons? Could you trust him, man, going against Devontae Smith? You know what I'm saying? Like, could you trust him to do that? No. But I do have more of a clear conscience with Adoree Jackson going against guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just the Eagles matchup, Adoree Jackson and Deonte Banks. We could put Deonte Banks on A.J. Brown and Adoree Jackson on Smith. You know, and that helps out a lot. So the signing of Adoree Jackson was very much needed, man. Thank you, Joe Schoen, for recognizing that we had a major weakness in this cornerback 2 position. Now, what took you so long, I do not know. Maybe you were trying to do a trade to get J.C. Horn or somebody like that, and it just didn't work out. So Adoree Jackson was, you know, your last resort. But the last resort has familiarity with Shane Bowen and the Giants as a whole. Now, a lot of Giants fans are going to be kind of angry because Adoree Jackson, his play tailed off towards the end of the season. They think he wasn't playing as hard as he should have been. His tackling was coming into question. So I do understand those concerns, man. So I'm not going to sit here and act like he's the perfect corner and he's going to come in and be Deion Sanders or anybody like that. No, he's going to come in and be Adoree Jackson, and let's see if Brian Burns can bring that beast out of him. Let's see if Thibodeau holds him accountable out there. Let's see if he can go out there with Deonte Banks and form a pretty good tandem in this league. We don't need those guys to be the top secondary in the league. We just need those guys to be average to above average. And if they could be above average with this elite pass rush, we got ourselves a very good defense. It allows people like Tyler Nubin to roam the field and play the ball hawk safety that he can. It allows Pinnock to play up towards the line of scrimmage if he has to, or roam the field if he has to. It allows Drew Phillips to be comfortable out there in the slot, to know that he has 2 guys out there that he can trust. You know what I'm saying? So if we have to bracket somebody like a CeeDee Lamb, or if we have to bracket somebody like a Chase or Justin Jefferson, or a Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith that goes in the slot, we can do that and have faith that our 2 outside corners can at least hold the fort and won't give up the whole yard if we have to bracket some people in the slot. Because a lot of these receivers, the best receivers, go in the slot and do damage. So we can't have that happening. And if we have 2 outside corners that we can trust, we can bracket that slot and see what happens if we could get that pass rush in there and force them to throw the ball quicker. So be opportunistic, be fast, be spry, and do your assignments. And especially if we're in zone. I do trust Adoree Jackson a whole lot more than Nick McLeod and Cordell Flott. That's just a fact. But the New York Giants bring some very good secondary help with Adoree Jackson. It allows us to run the zone and allows us to run man and feel comfortable that we have a veteran out there that knows what he's doing and has done it in this league and has success in this league. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that big blue join button, and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk and join the Big Blue crew. And go subscribe to the new Big Blue Crew Sports Network, where you can find all the Big Blue Crew in a centralized location right here on YouTube. The link is in the chat. Go ahead and click that link and subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. We created the network, over 130 subscribers within the first 4 days. Do appreciate you guys. Let's get the Big Blue Crew Sports Network to 1,000 subscribers and get it monetized, man, where you just find all Big Blue Crew all the time, man. I'm happy about that creation we created with the Big Blue Crew. Also, you see the merch on the screen. Go ahead and copy some merch. Go ahead to the Big Pat Sports Shop and copy some of that New York Giants full access merch. It's fresh in the shop. Thank you to the 3 people that purchased the hoodie and 2 shirts. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. If you could take a picture with your hoodie and your shirts, I'll give you a shout out in one of my New York Giants full access videos, man. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the support. So you guys know what it is, man. Until the very next episode of New York Giants full access, know what it is, man. Peace. This has been a Big Blue Crew Sports Network production.